and welcome to today's session where I follow Yoga with Ari for a couple of classes and we get to hear some great comedy going on. So let's go ahead and get started.
Hi everybody, and welcome to another exciting class of Yoga with Ari.
We're going to begin seated.
Today, half in the shadows and half in the sun.
Let's go ahead and do some circles. And to the other side.
Hi everybody, welcome to day whatever 4 of Yoga with Ari October Challenge. It's not really a challenge, I guess. It's just every Monday class. How you doing so far? I'm doing terrible. I'm sore pretty much all week long.
Go ahead and lift our arms up overhead.
I realize that I've not been the best.
Bring them to prayer position.
Full on yoga advice. So let's not just do moves. Let's do a real fucking, a whole ordeal here. So let's start by like shifting our head around. And as we're shifting around, we might notice that the top of our head.
Go ahead and do some head circles.
And half it goes out of the light.
You might be feeling some pops.
Microphone's there. Trying to get the sound down really good. Oh, really feel as you're doing circles with the head. It's kind of more pain than you think you should feel. Just doing such a simple task and reverse. At this point, you're getting lightheaded. That is cause for concern. And I'm thinking about seeing my pediatrician to go over what could possibly be wrong. That's right, I see a pediatrician. I find that when you're the only adult in an office full of children, they're more likely to take you first. If you cry, your tears are more valuable. Okay. So now, stay here. Just gonna kind of turn this way.
Right, turn to the side.
Feel stretch in your upper.
Looking back.
Ooh. What's this left there? Let's switch the other way.
Switching sides.
Okay, here's a good move for any of you guys. When you want to smoke weed in a non-legal smoking weed city, let me show you actually. So what you want to do is put your legs out like this, okay? Right leg out, left leg comes up and over. Now, you're looking at the sunset, right? There it is. Looking right at the sunset. Now you want to see a beautiful sunset. You want to smoke weed, right? But who's going to watch you? So what you got to do is...
Turning this way.
You have to turn it around so no one can see you. This is actually the worst camera angle. Let's pour up one and then we'll smoke it.
Looking back.
You see me turn around. It's a normal yoga move, just out in the park. Yoga stuff. No cause for concern here. If this seems weird to you, then maybe you don't have a problem with Indian people. And with Vipassana and my teacher, Dr. Shavasana, with Rangananda. Because how could you, right? It's just simple yoga. No one has a punch for that. And then you turn the other way, left leg out, right leg comes
now
up.
We're going to go ahead and switch sides.
Again, we're just turn, nothing to see here. Just do it nice, easy yoga stretches. You don't see anything? It's nice, easy yoga stretches, okay? Nobody can see anything. And then back.
Coming back to center.
To the middle. Okay. Fatigue. It's been a while. Okay. Work on the back a little bit.
All right, bringing our feet together.
Your heels as close into your cup as humanly possible. Okay?
Bringing your feet in towards your body as close as you can.
What you want to do is get those heels way in. Okay.
And falling forward.
Bottom of the feet. That hurts my ankle for some unbelievable reason. I gotta see the doctor again. Or just holding your ankles and push your knees down with your elbows and just reach forward. Try to suck that foot. Suck that foot. That's it. Almost suck that foot. You taste it now. On those delicious foot.
Hopefully you can hear some of the commentary. Like I said, I love comedy. So having comedy and a yoga class to me is awesome.
On your feet. That's good. Stretch it out, stretch out your hands. Oh, I'm working right. Okay. It's going to be a good sunset. Really bright.
Getting up, kind of shaking it out.
Okay. Let's get some circles going.
Doing some arm circles.
Okay. And then back.
Other way.
Imagine you're going to just fucking beat up 1,000 midnight. They just really have not got together. And fucking mobilized the way black people did first. They'll disrespect us. Then Asian people somehow got on board with that. They'll disrespect us. Jews were in there too. People jumped right over the little people's cause. They stepped right over them. Okay. Oh, I know where we're going to go. Okay.
Bringing our hands.
Hands straight up.
Straight up.
What we're going to do is we're going to go over from. Yeah. Good. Reach up to the sky as high as you can. Lock your knees. And then just bend over slowly.
Bending forward.
Which I almost certainly am. Not. And then all the way down. You got to bend your knees here. Bend it here.
Doing a forward fall.
Back to the heels, I mean. And all we're doing now is, you see that? Camera 3? Okay. We're going to reach up. Now imagine your big friends. French people, what do they hate when they tourists? Right? They hate them. What do tourists like doing in French? They like eating. So what better way to ruin their day? You go the fucking Egyptian way and bomb them, kidnap them, slice their throats, leave them on the side of the road. Sure. It's a bit dramatic. But you could do shit right next to it.
Maybe one of the longest forward folds I have ever held.
What are you going to go to France for? So, you're down there. Stay on your heels and
bend
just reach
our
that ass up.
knees.
Reach that ass up as high as you can. Oh, you're going to feel a stretch right above the knee. Oh, and then ready? On 3, you're blasting ass all over the food. If you only got fart,
I don't think grabbing onto our heels is going to help.
Guys, spray it out. Unload.
And coming up. Coming back down.
Okay. And up. Really reach up. Oh, you reach that ass up in the air. Hold it for 3. Hold it for 2. Hold it for 1. Oh, I almost farted, but then it was going to come out 7. I like the class right now. 1 and down. Okay. Step both feet all the way back. Oh yeah, that's a good flow. Dude, Yogi Ari with a good flow.
Coming into plank.
Push up. I mean, sit. Yep, push up. All the way to the ground.
Coming into hovering.
Hold it there. Lay there. And then back up. Oh, fuck. On your knees.
Coming up.
Okay. Let's get there. First of all, tabletop.
Getting into tabletop.
There's some things to do with this. Okay. Scared cat. Really reach that fucking back straight up in the air. Dead cat. Really
go ahead doing cat cow. I feel like a translator.
And then dead cat. Down face the dog. A little routine. Down face the dog. Okay.
Getting into down facing dog.
My hand is in my shoe. Okay. Stretch it out. Walk it out a little bit.
Doing some pedaling.
Just shit on me. Okay. Right leg. Up. In the air.
Bringing that right leg
Hold
up.
it for a bit. Hold it up there. Kind of go over to your left if you can.
Bending the knee, reaching over to the left with your toes.
Here's a move that a lot of yoga instructors will tell
Bringing
you.
it forward to a kneeling lunge.
Is to either go up with the right hand, go with the left. Not on a yoga instructor. On a yoga. So I'm telling you to do is knee off the ground.
Lifting the knee up off the ground.
All the way up. Really stretching it on. Wow.
Coming up.
Stretching. In my shoulder. Here. A bit there. Stretching. Equals.
And reaching up with our right hand.
Hold it there. 3, 2, 1. And people say, Ari. And down.
Coming back
3,
down.
2, 1, and it's down. Well, you better do a different count. Line 5, line 6, line 2. Because generally, 3 seconds when I run out of energy. And the left. And count up. You might have to base up further for this. This also feels good.
Coming to the inside with your hand to the inside of your foot. Reaching up overhead.
You didn't study it.
So we're hitting both sides.
Northwest campus. Okay, hold it there. 3,
Bringing both our hands back down to the ground.
Okay. Also, generally, editor, you see,
Coming into downward dog, deviating a little bit from the class.
Not throwing a different camera angle, I'd say, but YouTube's gonna have a problem with it. Chicks have problems with it. Why would YouTube have a problem with it? Hell off. But they don't want to hit it when it's fucking smashing against your stomach during doggy style. Okay, underneath the stomach. Okay. Up.
Lifting up our left foot.
The left.
Bending the knee. Coming to the right hand side.
Okay, where do you want to go first? Doesn't matter.
Bringing that left foot forward, kneeling.
Do both ways. Let's do the left hand first.
And then coming up. Bringing our left hand to the inside of the foot. Reaching up.
If you see us still from this, if you see me doing this, if your wife walks in on you doing this, your husband doing this, what are they doing? You want fucking work, bitches. We get work done. Up. It's not about peacefulness. It's not about ease of mind. It's about rock hard out. And then back down.
Bring the hand down.
Step up. All the way up.
Stepping up, rolling up.
Hands down. This is a fucking sweet yoga move. I know it.
Bringing our hands down.
Again, come up.
Bending at the knees. Coming up. And into prayer hands position.
Up. Down. Into one of these fucking things. Let me see here. Down. And then back up. Yoga's fuck.
And prayer hands position.
Something that was an accident. It's nice wasn't it? Okay.
So there's a lot of breaks in these classes from him standing still or sitting. So I'm trying to fill some of the gaps. But I highly suggest if you enjoy comedy, doing yoga with Ari is always a fun time.
4 days into my first yoga in almost a year. I'll never get it. So we're going to try a few different ways. Fuck that straight knee. We're never going to do it. We're never going to do it. Stay straight up. Get your right leg, left leg up, your left hand underneath you. Getting the wall here. Use a fucking wall.
All right, we're going to go ahead and pull on our right foot.
Lock the right knee. Keep the left up. Hold it there.
Bringing the left arm up.
You know, if it inches forward, like a Jew in line for a fucking bagel. You know, inching forward. Hey, dude.
And coming into dancer.
You're not here. I'm just walking. No, you're not. I can see what you're doing. You're ready to cut the fiber. Get back in line. Quit fucking making yourself a stereotype that manifests us all. And even
this is a great balancing position.
Am I itching forward? Are they going to look at me as my race? Is my culture constantly itching forward, or am I just impatient? Is that a normal thing? Wish I could be proud of my culture. I don't know.
And slowly coming back up to a standing position.
Up. Oh, yeah, you go around.
Now reaching for the left foot with the left hand.
Next one we're going to combine with what we should have done.
Raising the right hand up.
You guys, I feel bad for you because this is going to suck. It's going to suck for sure.
We're going to go ahead and come forward for dancer.
Yoga with Ari. It ain't about not sucking. Yoga with Ari. Don't suck it. We're going to suck. Look at a lot of these other yoga instructors.
And coming back up.
They're in shape. You know, they talk down to you. Talk about metaphysical fucking garbage shit. I don't know. Okay. Here we go. Again. Wait, do we do the right one this time? Yeah, left one first. Okay.
All right, going ahead, grabbing that left foot again.
I'll go to the middle for this.
We're going to come back to doing dancer one more time.
Hey, Marissa, what do you think of that camera angle? Pretty worth it, am I right?
We go ahead and step forward just a little bit so you can see it from this angle.
Go to the inside here. Inside. All right? Yeah. You guys, I really don't know. Go to the top. It's okay. That's all right, too. On the moon. Okay. Now all we're going to do here is easy. Lock that right knee. We're just going to bend over. I said we're just going to bend over. And then, and then get that. Left leg up, higher. Higher, keep that arm out. Oh, I know the move we're going to do next. Keep that arm out. Lock that right knee. How sweet does that look? How sweet does that look? You can all be as good as me. If you just work at it for like years and years and years, you can all be as good as me. All have themselves far beyond you at this point. But you can all be as good as what I am right now. And finish.
And sometimes it's just your eye position as far as keeping your balance. Right, switching sides.
Nothing big one. Okay.
Bending that right knee, grabbing the right foot.
Left leg lock.
Bringing that left hand up overhead. And bending forward into dancer.
Get your whiskey out. Oh.
For me personally, keeping my eyes looking a little bit lower is definitely helpful with my balance in this position.
Bend over. Bend over. Do pretty good with this. Go ahead. First bend and then push up. First bend. First bend. Push. Oh, wow. Okay. Don't snap anything. You got a January challenge coming up. 31 days. 31 days in January. Push up. How's that look? Body for half a second. Oh, wow.
And coming back up.
How bad did that look? It felt like it popped back pretty bad. Okay, let's make sure we didn't break anything. And let's just
coming into a seated position.
Take a little Vipassana. Shavasana. And let's lay it down. This is legit yoga move. They do something in the middle of the class.
Coming into Shavasana, straight in the middle.
Maybe stop and think about
Usually I end my I end it with this.
Doing everything I can. Get my body in shape. Hands on the grip. That's wet.
Oh, I have my palms up typically, but we're going to have our palms down on top of the mat.
Do go to a lot of yoga classes. Not home much. I do wear Lululemon pants just casually around. Like a bro dude in Tampa where it's just golf gear. Just out. You're just wearing that out in public? Just a baseball cap, polo shirt, and cargo shorts? When did you give up?
So this is definitely for beginners.
What did you say? It doesn't matter. Whatever I was dressed in today, that's good enough to go out at night. I mean, it's a good place to be, you know? I mean, you probably just don't care about certain things. We're functional wraparound.
And the weather is so much colder here in Texas today than it typically is.
You have a drink? Now's the time to pour it.
Let's go ahead, pull our knees in towards our chest. Really lengthen up that spine.
Put it somewhere. Or we can grab it.
And coming back into a standing position.
This one's gonna suck too. Hands straight out. This already sucks. I mean, this is the
Bring
part
our hands right out. Straight in front of
hands
us.
straight out. Okay. Up on your tiptoes.
Going up onto
What we're
our
gonna do is we're gonna
toes.
start to bend down at the knees. Keeping those hands out. Like pretend like this. I only have one hand out right now. Okay. And then we're just gonna go down. Slowly. Keep the tiptoes. Keep the guys. Go like that. I don't care. Keep the tiptoes.
Bending at the knees.
Hands straight out. Hands straight out. There shouldn't be so much buckling. There shouldn't be so much shaking in my knees. Down. We want to get to 45 degrees. Can we get to 45 degrees? Can we get to 45 degrees? Still in the tiptoes. Still in the tiptoes. I've not broken it yet. Almost at 45 degrees. Oh, I'm changing the game. Changing the game.
Staying on the toes.
Getting smooth. And now back up. This is harder than things.
And slowly coming back up.
And back up. All right. Come on.
While still staying on the toes. And bringing our heels down to the mat.
Once more.
So there's a lot of standing and breaks in this. But I'm trying to follow it as much as I can to the letter. On the next one, I am going to freestyle in between. Because for me, this is a lot of breaks, and I like to stay warm. This is more of a good little bit of a critique today. So we're going to come back up onto our toes. We're going to start to bend at the knees.
I go fast this time. Energy. That's an incredible amount of shaking. That's an incredible amount of shaking.
Coming all the way down.
45 degrees. How's that look? With those knees up, you'll still finish for yourself. I'm telling you guys, you still finish for yourself. Because you're getting a shape. And as you're getting a shape, you're going to prove to the other person in your life, your boyfriend, your
Staying
girlfriend.
on our toes.
Listen, sure, most people do yoga on chairs. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? Who cares? Don't talk to the chicks for a second. You're going to do yoga.
Holding in this position.
Develop the body going. When your goddamn boyfriend gets back, you say, what are you doing? I say, I'm working on the thing that you fuck. I'm working on the thing that you like to look at when you fuck. When you bend me over and you can't see my face, you're so fucking sick of me, you want to match other girls, you're at least looking at my ass. I know you're at least looking at my ass.
Holding.
I'm doing it. Put it in shape. And slowly go back up.
And coming back up into standing. Allowing our heels to land on the ground. Coming down into a seated position.
This new recorder is not taking time. Unfortunate. Oh, this one does. Oh, let's try to touch our fucking toes. Let's do some work on touching our toes. Are you fucking...
All right, I believe we're going to lengthen out our legs, having them nice, straight, and forward.
40. I was like 40.
Oh, no, I'm wrong. Okay. We're going to bring our right leg out, bringing our left leg in towards our pubic area and the inside of our thigh. We're going to try to make our back as tall as possible. And then we're going to lean over our right leg.
And every time you can count up so each leg. 2 or 3 times. Up. Over.
Coming back up.
We're going to touch our toes back in. No, we're not going to do it.
And coming back down.
There's no way. Wow. Okay, if you can get there, I can hold it there. Get that stretch in the back of the knee. You want to loosen this up.
Trying to bring our nose towards our knee.
Loosen up the back of the knee. That's the number one thing. It's going to get you to touch your toes, which is the ultimate sign. Yoga exercise. Okay. Hold it there. Also, you get a little more room in the back and the arm. So let's say this is where I'm going right now. If I get the arm stretched a little more, see? Now if I get the back stretched a little more, even oh wow. And I'll snap again.
Lengthening out the back.
Hold it there. Okay. Other leg.
And coming up so we can switch sides.
Which one did I just do? I just did that.
So bringing our hands up overhead.
This one comes in.
Reaching forward. Trying to have our back as lengthened as possible. Allowing our head to fall forward. Coming back up. And really reaching this time.
Okay. You jump into the air.
If you can't grab your foot, you can feel free to grab at your ankle or your calf.
Okay, you see whiskey just out of your reach. Now your wife or your friends or from AA, you don't want to know you realize. Listen, it happens. Almost everybody realizes. Nothing to be embarrassed. You want to get that whiskey, you want to see. So you take your moment. I'm just stretching. Nothing. Not doing anything. No, I'm strong. I'm strong. There is that moment, I'll be honest with you. The few days before you tell everybody, that's the best time to realize. Everybody still thinks you're doing great, and you're having a blast drinking. Don't, you know what I mean? Stick with your fucking decisions, your power over the drugs, really try to get help. It hasn't made you a worse person. But those few days, you gotta admit, are the best time. So you're reaching up, no one's even thinking twice. Because everyone thinks you haven't realized. And I'm just doing a stretch. I'm just doing a stretch.
Coming back down.
Okay. I want to get so bad. I can see it. I can see it right there. Okay. Ooh. God, that's a lot of shake. I mean, like my upper thighs, that calf, whatever that is, just like orgasm. Ooh. Okay. stretch it out, grab that whiskey if you can. Okay. Grab that whiskey, just skin. There's no way I'm going to be able to do this with two hands, 2 feet straight out. There's no way. I can't.
Really trying to lengthen that spine, bringing our nose towards our knee.
Hold it there for a moment. Really put your fucking head into your knee. Get it up there, you guys. Go slowly here. You can feel the difference between like snapping and not snapping. It's small, but you can feel it. Too far? Not too far. Too far? I'm just stretching that out. And if we get it really stretched out, it'll touch your fucking toes. Okay. Oh. Guys.
And coming up.
Backbreaking work. Kind of work interviews with you. Who's America's #1 immigrant?
There's a lot of sitting in this.
No. You think Korean, right? No. Indian? No. Mexican. So, answer's Mexican. They work the hardest. They blend in with society the best. Their food is the greatest, and it's in every city in America. It's Mexicans. So what better way to honor a Mexican? Brothers and sisters. And for this next move, we're going to smuggle in quite a few. They're over there. You know what that is.
Coming into a supine position with our knees bent.
Yeah. How are they going to go? Border control. Wow. Great. Nice little toe. Hand up and over yourselves. Blur out the balls. Blur out the balls. Hold on to the pants somehow. Ready? No. Now chest. Uno, dos, tres, and under. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's one that's out there. Oh, I didn't.
Coming into wheel.
Okay. Smuggle in. Smuggle in. Run. Keep her society. I don't care. Don't kill us. I don't care. No. They're not trying to work in this, you know. Really, and who doesn't know how fun? Who you get a license? Just go to the DMV on the problem. Old people. Take an eye test, that's it. 3, 2, 1, and back down.
And coming down.
You gotta stretch it up the other way. You gotta fucking even it out. Okay, both legs. Up and into your chest. Oh, really up.
Bringing our knees to chest.
Where's my dog? Can you join me? We're home. Doing nothing. Okay. We're gonna put our hands on the mat, on the ground. This is gonna be a tough core move. Ow. I'm just gonna keep them out and over the ground.
Okay, bringing our hands to the mat. We're gonna go ahead and bring our legs out.
3.
And lower to where they're hovering above the mat.
Back in. Take it right. Take it up.
Bringing our knees back in and doing a cradle right to left.
First, we're gonna do each leg. Put your left leg out. Don't put it on the ground. Put it near the ground.
Extending the left leg, having it hovering above the mat.
Out and into your underarm. Okay, out this.
Bringing the right knee towards our armpit.
Get that perfect. That perfect point. Where pleasure and pain come together. When you can't distinguish between the two.
Going ahead, lifting up the head just a bit.
Over there. And then meet you. Don't put your leg out. Meet that leg out there.
All right, going ahead, extending both legs out, hovering above the mat.
Rip apart.
And bringing that left knee towards the armpit, having the right leg extended.
That's funny it'll be. YouTube is morons about the shit. Oh. Like, who cares if you see the
Go ahead, lowering the head back down.
Oh, really just devolve her. Oh, don't you drop that left or right leg unless you have to, and then do it. But just know you're a failure. It's okay. Let it drive you. Failure.
Really bringing that knee in towards the armpit.
3, 2, 1, and then we're gonna go out for 3 seconds. Don't put it down. If you were down, put it back up. 3.
Go ahead, bring both those legs straight out.
Back.
And in. Knees to chest.
All right.
Doing a bit of a cradle, right to left. And bringing the feet down.
Okay. On both hands. Bring them up and get both your knees.
We're going to bring our knees up.
Just like that. Oh, nice.
Into happy baby.
Like your little baby. Diaper gets changed. Oh, that's it. There are all those people on the plane. They see you. On the right side of the plane.
Trying to bring your legs back a little bit. A little of an exaggerated happy baby.
In which case, the teacher will become the master. The master will enter a new realm of existence, in which he and God are equal playing field, and then they will fight to see who takes over. Much like 2/3, 3/4 of the way through Black Panther. Okay. Ready? These are the nice, fucking easy stuff. And I had your caps ready. 1, 2, 3.
Coming back almost into a plow.
No, I'm just up.
And coming straight up.
We're done. Love this place. Love this fucking roof. Touch our toes. Touch your toes so I can see the sunset. Let's just see what we get to.
Coming back into a standing position.
Stretch out these feet again. Okay? Let's lay back right forward, 45 degrees. Reach over. Again, loosely.
Let's go ahead and come into a pyramid position. So our left leg is not that far behind our right.
And the other way.
Switching sides.
Ready for toe touch? Let's try. If it moves, I'm going to fucking be. For at least another week. See you next night. Don't forget to subscribe. YouTube, specifically this playlist. Build with Art playlist. For real talent. This just get you ready. For real talent and jet. Let's do it. Ready?
Bringing our feet together, reaching up overhead.
3.
And coming all the way down into a forward fold. Trying to touch your feet. Or touching the mat.
Something you had to do that before. Oh, whatever it is.
Slowly rolling up.
Oh my God.
Coming back into a seated position. Finding something that you are grateful for. Holding that in your mind. I think for me, I am grateful for comedy. Closing our eyes. Breathing in through your nose. And out through your mouth.
Breathe in. As you breathe in, let your lungs really fill up. Back straight up. Your lungs fill up. Now. Start chest sink. This time you gotta breathe in. Be thankful. Be thankful. Back straight up. Think what you're thankful for. Just breathe a lot of thanks into your fucking chest. Breathe out anything you need. You gotta make room for it. You know what I'm saying? You only have so much room in your body. Get right to it. So as you breathe in thanks for, whatever you have to be thankful for today, you gotta make room. Just push out something shitty that you're like, I don't want to care about that anymore. And just, even if you don't put your mind to it, in fact, don't, just like, know that you're just gonna breathe out something shitty. There we go. Make room. Thankful. Out with the shit. Push that shit out of your fucking brain and soul. Alright. Push that shit out of your soul. Okay. Okay, breathe in with the legs. Take nice big showers. Come on. Push down. Last breath, regular. Yeah, the legs. Very long. Very long. That's your slow open.
Slowly opening our eyes.
Guys,
Continuing to sit up nice and tall.
good luck today.
So as you can see, this was definitely meant for beginners. This is something easy with a lot of breaks in between. And again, it is a comedy yoga class. So Yoga with Ari, again, there's a playlist. I always suggest it if you want to have some fun. What I'm going to go ahead and move on to is what I had planned for today. So let me just turn this down a bit.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Yoga with Ari. For October.
Okay, turning it down. There we go. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to begin with some skiers because this is going to be a little bit of a yoga fusion like my other live streams and my other videos. So we're going to take a step with our right leg. We're going to go ahead, bring that left leg behind us to the far right and touch down. Come straight back up, take a step, bend down, touching the mat. Nice and slow. We're going to keep this at a beginner's level. Stepping with the left, the right. Moving a little bit faster. And again, we're using this to get warmed up since that class left me pretty cold. It's also cold here in Texas today. Well, cold to me. It's about 50 degrees. So that's pretty cold for me. So taking these steps, we're going to go even a little bit more fast. Let me go ahead and move this out of the way. Okay. And really making sure to come all the way straight back up as you step to the side. Perfect. All right, we're going to go ahead and come into 3 sun salutations. So we're going to raise our hands up overhead, swan dive into a forward fold, come up into halfways, come back to that forward fold, Walking our hands out into plank, bending at our elbows to come into hovering. So only the palms of our hands, our fingers, the balls of our feet, and our toes are in contact with the mat. Nothing else. Coming into upward dog. Tucking our toes underneath for downward facing dog. Stepping the right leg forward. Coming into lunge. Bringing our hands down, stepping that right leg back, bringing the left foot forward. Coming into lunge. Bringing our hands back down. Coming back into downward facing dog. Walking the hands in, forward fold. And slowly rolling up. Hands up overhead. Swan diving into a forward fold. Walking the hands forward into plank. Bending at the elbows to come into hovering. Coming into upward dog. Tucking our toes underneath to come into downward facing dog. Stepping that right foot forward. Coming into a lunge. Bringing our hands back down to the mat, stepping that right leg back, bringing our left foot forward. Coming into a lunge. Bringing our hands back down, stepping that left leg back, coming into downward facing dog. Walking our hands back in towards our feet, forward fold. And slowly rolling up. One more. Hands up overhead. Swan diving into a forward fold. Walking our hands out into plank. Coming into hovering. Holding it and hovering. Coming into upward dog. Looking up above you. Trying to keep your shoulders down and back. Tucking our toes underneath for downward facing dog. Stepping that right leg forward. Coming into a lunge or a standing lunge, not a kneeling lunge. Bringing our hands back down to the mat, stepping that right leg back, stepping the left foot forward. Coming into a lunge. Bringing our hands back down, coming into downward facing dog. Bringing our hands in towards our feet, forward fold. And slowly rolling up. Let me go ahead and see if I can bring this back just a little bit. Okay, maybe not that much. There we go. Okay, so that way we have a little bit more sight. All right, so from here, because I want to do a little bit of a bodyweight fusion, we're going to have our hands on our hips, mountain, either way, whichever you prefer. I like to have my hands on my hips, and we're going to do some reverse lunges. So we're going to step back with the left, come back up, step back with the right, and come back up. If you want to bend that knee, you can. If you want to have it straight, you can. It's whichever you prefer. I like to switch in between personally. And just continuing with those reverse lunges. Trying to keep our bodies warm. Got 5 more. All right, awesome. We're going to come back into those sun salutations. So we're going to raise our arms up overhead. Swan dive into a forward fold. Walk our hands forward into plank. Coming into hovering. Coming into upward facing dog. Tucking our toes underneath to come into downward facing dog. Stepping the right foot forward. Coming into a lunge. Bringing our hands up overhead. Leaning back a bit. Bringing our hands back down. Stepping the right foot back. Bring the left foot forward. Hands on our hips. Hands overhead. Leaning back just a bit. Bringing our hands back down to the mat. Stepping that left foot back. Coming into downward facing dog. Walking our hands in towards our feet. Forward fold. And slowly rolling up. We have 2 more. Hands up overhead. Swan diving into a forward fold. Walking our hands forward into plank. Coming into hovering. Coming into upward facing dog. Tucking our toes underneath for downward facing dog. Stepping that right foot forward. Hands on our hips, coming into lunge. Hands overhead. And lightly leaning back. Looking up at the sky or the ceiling. Bringing our hands down. Stepping that right leg back. Left foot forward. Hands on our hips. Hands overhead. And lightly leaning back, looking up. Hands back to the ground. Stepping that left foot back. Downward facing dog. Walking our hands in. Forward fold. And slowly rolling up. Hands up overhead. Swan diving into a forward fold. Coming up into halfways. Coming back down into a forward fold. Walking those hands out into plank. Bending at our elbows to come into hovering. Coming into upward facing dog. Tucking our toes underneath for downward facing dog. Stepping the right leg forward. Coming into lunge. Hands on our hips. Hands overhead. Leaning back, looking up. Bringing our hands to the mat. Stepping that right leg back. Stepping that left foot forward. Coming into lunge, having our hands on our hips. Bringing our hands up overhead. Leaning back. Just slightly. Bringing our hands to the mat. Stepping that left foot back. Downward facing dog. Stepping our right leg forward and our left. Forward fold. And slowly coming up. All right, so again, we're going to do a little bit of a fusion. So we're going to widen out our legs. We're going to bring our hands into somewhat of our right hand is in a fist. We're going to have our left hand around it. We're going to start coming into squats as deep as you can go while maintaining a good posture. Seven more. All right, coming back into those sun salutations, hands up overhead, swan diving into a forward fold, walking those hands out into plank, bending at the elbows, coming into hovering, coming into upward facing dog, keeping our shoulders down and back, lifting up our head, stretching the neck, tucking our toes underneath for downward facing dog, stepping our left foot forward, hands on hips, coming into a standing lunge. We're going to go ahead and bring our hands into prayer position. We're going to go ahead and bring our right elbow to the outside of our left knee. Bringing our hands back down to the ground, stepping back into downward facing dog, walking our hands in, forward fold, and slowly rolling up. All right, so hands up overhead, swan diving into a forward fold, lifting up to come into halfways, coming back down, walking our hands out, coming into plank, bending at the elbows to come into hovering, holding it, coming into upward facing dog, shoulders down and back, looking up, stretching the neck, tucking our toes underneath to come into downward facing dog. This time stepping our right foot forward, hands on hips, coming into a standing lunge. We're going to go ahead and bring our hands into prayer position. We're going to go ahead and twist to the right hand side, bringing our left elbow to the outside of our right thigh or knee. Bringing our hands back down to the mat, stepping that right foot back into downward facing dog, walking our hands in, forward fold, and slowly rolling up. All right, so now that we're a little bit more warm, let's check back in with the class. And get it to where hopefully y'all can hear it as well. So we're going to bring that left leg straight up, that right knee is bent. We're going to pull back.
He does. He does. He sends you not a message, but a spoon. You take the back of that spoon, you reach in there, you dig out a little piece of that. So there's less shagging, you can wear it better. Oh, my God.
Bringing our legs down. Bringing that left ankle to the thigh. Bringing that right leg straight up. Pulling with our hands interlaced behind that right thigh.
If you want, you can try to pick your fucking head up and touch your fucking toe. If you want, you can see all the weird scuff marks, but top left's in a big town. Oh, how's your fucking so day 3? That's how you feel? I'm more sore now. I don't know how you. I'm more sore. And back down. Oh, last one. One thing I'm trying to do for October is use less internet. Use less of my telephone.
All right, so bringing that right ankle to the left thigh.
Use a little bit less.
Bringing it straight up.
This month, this week, as opposed to last week, you're about 22%, you're down 17%, whatever it is. I want to go down every week. So every week, I want to have that notification says your usage was down, whatever percent. 4 weeks ago. Yeah.
Switching sides.
Now with your feet. Hands are out. Watch out for your fucking Cholula bottles. You want to get right feet out and left and head to the left.
Bringing our arms out to our sides, bending at our knees with our feet on the ground, and we're going to go ahead and do metronome. So going right to left. I'm going to deviate a little bit from this again. Keeping our shoulders on the mat. We're going to bring our knees or our feet up. We're going to do metronome this way. So again, not letting our knees come all the way to the mat, just allowing them to stay above the mat.
Yeah, and just push it. There we go. Make like a, I don't know, B or whatever. So that's you. That's your wife. You're headed that way. Instead of that. Oh, if you want, you can push this out on the bottom one. Really kind of pull your head up. Oh, it's going to stretch your fucking ankle, bitches. Oh, it's going to stretch your ankle. It's going to stretch your belief. And what you thought was very good. And the other way. How was it? That was good. Just okay. And we're going to try it again.
Going ahead, coming into a bridge flow. Bringing our hips up and down. Knees in.
And then you're like, oh, wow, you got a great one, And then she's like, well,
legs down, up, down, knees in, feet down, up, down, knees in, feet back down.
As the rest of them do, I'm going to do some light and get the F out of here. Oh, shit. Good. Yeah, probably. Take your, I want to stretch this. We can start touching our toes. Let's try your left. Your left hand, left. Okay? Right goes into the feet. Or you can put it straight out. Either way. Maybe straight out. And then, yeah. Inside of your heel. Inside of your shoulder. You can go straight out. Whatever you want to do with this leg, just do that. And then really this, you push back and then out. Ooh, you got to keep your left hand.
All right, we're going to extend that left leg. We're going to grab at our right. We're going to bring it out. So I'm going to suggest that you bring your left arm straight out. If you want to grab at your foot, if it's not fully extended, that's perfectly okay. Bringing it out and open. Bringing it back to center. Lowering it down. Now bringing that right arm down. Bringing that left hand to the left foot. It's okay if it's not straight. And opening up that leg.
Turned over, get your dirty fucking feet. This came from a fucking basketball practice. Fuck off, right in its face. Okay? Probably love. Bring it together. Years from now, you'll celebrate it. You'll say, remember that when I used to put my foot in your face? Because actually, I felt a lot of therapy, and it was never that good for me. I don't know how you have a good memory.
Bringing that leg back in. And bringing our feet down. All right, we're going to go ahead and deviate again. We're going to go ahead and come into some core work. And I have 2 different things that we're going to do for core work. But we're going to start with our knees to chest, Lifting our head as we extend our legs, lowering our legs. And as we bring our knees back to our chest, we're going to lower our head back down.
Almost got him out. Almost got him out. What we're gonna do is we're gonna step over that homeless guy. We don't want to face him, right? You're not gonna let it. So we're gonna go over that homeless guy. You get that leg not all the way down.
Extended, lowered, and head back down.
From here, hands out, face the right way. Nope, not that way. Okay, we're gonna face away from it. Didn't think it out, but here I am. And just, that's warrior something. Warrior 5. Oh. Pick up. Remember that? How fucking badass that looks? Oh, yeah.
Got 7 more.
I'm a yogi. 3, 2, 1. And back. And step over that one. By the way. I don't like the number there. This time I gotta go. I'm gonna do it 2 hours, okay? No, here we go. The left this time. Over the homeless guy. Look at him. Hey, how you doing? Lattes? Yeah.
Last 2.
Oh, you're away. You're away. Oh my god. Okay, and then we go from here. Hands out. Warrior something.
Perfect. Right, we're going to go ahead and turn around. We're going to come into plank on our forearms. From there, we're going to come back into dolphin. Plank. Dolphin. Plank. And dolphin. Move with your breath.
2, come on, dude. 2, 1, and down. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's try those. First as wide as you can. Go right, center, left. Ready? Right. This might be too early in the fucking year for the toes, I think, but let's try.
5 more.
Center. All the way down, stretching both the back of the knees. And then left. Stretch. One more time each leg. We're gonna lunge for a fucking full toe touch. Right.
Bringing our knees down.
Center.
Coming into a standing position.
And then we're to next.
Going to follow this back a little bit. So opening up our legs into a straddle position. We're going to go ahead and reach for our right side.
Okay.
Come to the middle.
Here we go.
Reach for the left. Back to middle.
Best to stretch high as you can.
To the right.
Stretch like this.
Back to middle. Allowing that head to fall. To left. Back to middle. We're going to go ahead and heel toe our feet in. And we're going to reach for our toes or reach for the mat. Allowing our head to hang.
Wow. I'm not even close. I mean, look, that far away. Oh my god. Fuck. Well, small goals. Touch your toes, Ari. You can do it. And damn. How do we do it?
And rolling up.
Yoga's over, everybody. We learned a lot.
All right, coming back into a seated position.
But that's okay. That's okay because we did it as a group together. Let's say it. Remember this? That's something in my idea.
All right. So we're going to have something to be grateful for, thankful for, showing gratitude. We're going to go ahead and have our chest up, our back, our spine nice and straight. We're going to close our eyes. We're going to breathe in through our nose, out through our mouth.
You're seeing the whole thing. But this way, watch sunset. All right. So breathe in through the nose for 5 seconds, and out through the mouth for 6 seconds. We'll do that for like 45 seconds. And I'll say to take a deep, deep one. And you go slow as you can. So go. And then go slow. Go slow as you get it. Okay. Here we go. That's the beginning part. I go 20 seconds. I know that. No, I have. Thanks for up. You ready for that? Stay. Try to get your back straight. Head straight up. There you go. Into the middle. 5 seconds. Out through the mouth. 6 seconds. And out through the mouth. Here you go. Back straight up. Back straight up. Take it up a minute. Breathe in. Get one still there. Got my boom. The next one. So all in later. Just go ahead. The last one is the back straight. Be like all the way up. Everything up. Move on. Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Slowly opening our eyes. We're going to go ahead and bring our hands into prayer position. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining this live stream. Hopefully you got a chance to enjoy it a little bit. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and or join the membership tiers as it is popping off with content. I'll see y'all on the next video. Thank you so much to Sophia, Danny, Mac Ryan, and Elizabeth. And I'll see y'all later. Be well, stay wild,